All right, so welcome to the Open Follow podcast. This today's episode where we're talking to a public speaker. Okay, a public speaker, and today I'm honored to interview the president of Malawi Institute of Journalism. Can you introduce your name? Can you say your name in that?
Okay. I'm Zigo Mashalo.
Yeah,
the president, as you have said, the president.
The president.
Of journalism. Yeah, to be more precise.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so and today we're talking to see the story behind his success to be a public speaker. Okay, and also for our staff was in another Africa says we now about the council president. In human, what inspired you to become a public speaker?
Okay, as you have said, I'm a public speaker.
Yeah.
And the inspiration came from different, we can say, I mean, the inspiration came from my fellow students,
yes,
as well as back in the days at home.
Exactly.
Because people could see that I had such qualities
that I
can be a public speaker, because there were some of the functions, in the villages, there would be some of the functions. So people would say, can you go there and speak in front of the people?
Yes.
So I think that also inspired me, and from also some of the notable public speakers in the world. And I think in Africa we have got the guy from Kenya, Patrice Lumumba. He is also a good public speaker.
Exactly.
So I think he inspired me to become a public speaker.
Okay.
Sure.
So can you share a story behind your first public speaking engagement?
Okay.
How was that?
Okay, it was some sort of challenging, because the first time I started in front of people, addressing a huge audience, it was so challenging. But it was when I was in primary school. I started in primary school in the year 2007. So then in primary schools we used to have open days.
Open days.
Open days. So whereby there was engagement of different schools. They come together. So we prepared in our class. We prepared a dance. Like we were calling it Manganji. So after that Manganji, there was supposed to be a speech at the end of the dance. So our teacher told me, and I think she saw my qualities that I can manage to speak in front of people. So she told me, Kuti, you are going to present a speech in front of the audience.
Okay.
So I had no idea of how many people would be present at that particular time, but I was so shocked. I was so shocked to see that there was a huge audience.
A huge audience just waiting for you to present.
Yes, I was nervous. You see, and you can just imagine I was 8 by then. So it was so challenging being a child in front of people. But I think because of the quality that I have, I managed to speak, and it was more enjoyable, because after I finished presenting the speech, I received a lot of rewards, some money, some gifts, some big ups,
some big ups.
So
you're doing good, my friend.
Exactly. Okay. So I think that's the first public speaking engagement that I can remember as of now.
Okay. Actually, so do you have a specific topic that you enjoy speaking?
Yes.
And why exactly do you enjoy that?
Exactly. There are maybe several of them, but I'll try to mention just a few of them. Most topic that I enjoy speaking about is about politics.
Politics.
Yes.
Politics.
I'm the president.
You gotta be a politician.
I'm the president.
President. You have to be more for political techniques.
So I think I have a passion in politics. That gives me to enjoy speaking about politics.
Okay.
So politics, I enjoy speaking about politics, and also I enjoy speaking about mental health issues.
Okay.
Because I think that a lot of people will miss out that issue.
That issue, perfect. Yes,
mental health issues.
Yes,
they have got a great impact to the society and also to the country at large. So
exactly.
I think those are two topics that I enjoy speaking about.
Yeah, exactly. So you have explained a lot. So what exactly, what was the biggest challenge that you faced as a public speaker, and how exactly did you overcome it?
Okay. Yeah. There are several challenges that I have faced over the years when I'm in as far as public speaking is concerned. And one of it is, when you are doing some great things, there are some criticisms.
A lot of them.
A lot of criticism. So some people will come, where you can't reach far with public speaking. What are you trying? What I can do? Some of my friends were with my footballers. We play football. Why can you just play football in instead of
doing this public speaking?
This public speaking thing. So that was a challenge to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
so how exactly do you overcome?
I think the best thing to overcome some challenges is just knowing your capabilities. Knowing your passion.
You have to know your passion. You have to know yourself.
So I know myself.
Yes.
Good in there, I think, and I believe in myself that I can be a good public speaker. And I'm in the process of preparing myself to reach there. So I knew good in there I can be a public speaker. So all those critics were nothing to me.
Nothing to be.
So I just
told us to be a public speaker.
I just take it as motivation.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So we had a lot of people. They say maybe you want to do a public speaking somewhere. So before going to stage, they will be like kind of nervous. Okay. So how do you handle that? Do you feel that feeling? Or
yes.
you have that feeling, or of us, you just go there without feeling anything.
Let me tell you this.
Yes.
You can't deny nervous.
Nervous. Yeah, you have to.
You have to be nervous.
It's very a human being.
Yes, you have to be nervous.
At some point, you feel some nervousness.
So you can't run away from nervousness.
Yeah.
But the best thing to handle nervous is to tell you this. Nervousness is what makes you to present a good speech.
A good speech, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how I just come up with the question.
I mean, you had some people maybe off stage. They'll be just feeling some kind of nervous to go to stage. So before going there, do you actually feel that feeling, that kind of nervous?
Yes,
you said yes. And how do you overcome that nervous so that you can proceed and give a public speaking? Which is very great.
Okay, I think you have to hide that nervousness inside yourself. Okay. Don't show it to the audience, because once you show it to the audience and the audience have realized that you are nervous, that's where your confidence ends. Because when you are speaking to the public, you are speaking to the audience, you have to be confident enough. So if you are more of nervous, that means your confidence you
become kind of wrong.
Yes. You see.
So have you ever had a speaking engagement that didn't go as planned? Okay, maybe you plan to say something else, but when you get to the stage to talk to people, you got other ideas to say.
Okay.
How do you handle those things?
Okay, and the question you have asked me, I think I can answer it in this way. I remember when I was elected as the president. I was supposed to address the school. So I prepared a speech, and the speech was in English.
Yes.
That means I prepared myself. I present the speech in English. So after I started presenting my speech to my fellow students, some students were like, we want a speech in Kichewa. We are all Malawians. So a good public speaker. The first thing to consider is the satisfaction of your audience. So if your audience is not satisfied in English, speech, that means you have to divert, you have to put it
in another way around.
Yes. So it was more, it was difficult for me because I prepared the speech in English. Now this audience is saying you should present the speech in Chichewa.
So you have to craft other things to fit that one.
Yeah, you see? Yeah. So, but I managed. I managed to do so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you go about preparing for speech? How do you prepare for speech? Exactly. How do you prepare for speech, for your speech from the beginning up to the end? Like the process. How do you prepare?
I think the first thing is to know the audience.
Yes, know your audience.
The audience that you are going to present your speech to.
Okay.
So once you know the audience, it will help you to prepare the speech that will be appealing to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first step that I take is that I should know my audience that I'm going to be presenting my speech to.
Okay.
So after that, now I come to the choice of language. Now to choose the language that I'm going to communicate with the audience. Exactly.
Okay.
And now after that, I practice.
You practice it.
Yes. Yeah. In my bedroom. To say, okay. You can't just go and present a speech without practicing.
You just practice. I'll be saying like this.
Okay. So you have to practice.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
Yes.
What do you believe makes a speech truly memorable, impact?
Okay. I think it should be engaging. Because once you engage with your audience while you are presenting the speech, it makes it more memorable for them. And the impact of it for a speech to be impactful. It is the impact of the speech is determined by the content that you have in your speech. Okay. So you have to put content that is more impactful to the audience. Exactly.
Okay. So what do you think exactly is important of storytelling in your speeches, and how do you integrate stories in your message that you are delivering to people?
Okay, storytelling. Okay, presenting a speech by storytelling, it helps to boost your confidence.
Okay.
Because once you are presenting the speech by storytelling it boosts your confidence because the audience will get more engaged to what you are presenting to them, and they will be more excited because you are presenting it in a storytelling manner. That means you are not being too much form, but you are engaging.
At least you're engaging. That explanation actually goes far to my next question of what strategy exactly do you use to engage yourself with the audience throughout your speech? Okay. What strategies exactly do you use?
Okay, there are several of them, but you have to put in some sense of humor. You have to have some sense of humor. You have to be able to make the audience laugh.
Yes, exactly.
They should laugh. And also I put some of the questions in my speech
to ask so that you show the interaction
and also to maintain the attention that the audience have.
Okay. Exactly. So sometimes maybe you have been encountered a situation where your audience is unresponsible. And okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Maybe the audience is not giving that vibe to you. Yes. So how do you handle that difficult? How do you handle that?
That's where a good public speaker must be creative, because the creative comes whereby you have planned that okay, my speech will go like this, but you have encountered things that are different from what you planned for your speech to be. So that's where creativity comes from. So if there is not that vibe from the audience, that means you have to be more creative to see something that can get back the audience to know, listen to the speech that
be listening to.
So that the vibes should be there.
The vibes should be there. Exactly. Okay. So this one will be a bit some kind of person. Okay. So person that is. How has public speaking or how has being public speaker changed your life personally or professionally?
I think public speaking has helped me to be more vision.
Okay.
To be more vision.
Yes.
public speaking is a career. It can be a career.
Yeah.
And I believe
it's a career.
It's a career.
Yeah.
So if you have a career, that means you have vision.
Yeah.
To say, as I have said, I have some of the people that have inspired me to be a public speaker.
Yeah.
So that means I have a passion in public speaking, and I have a vision. But if one day I should be one of them,
yes,
I should be a good public speaker.
Okay.
So it has helped me to be more vision, to set my goals so that I should achieve them.
Okay.
And also it has boosted my confidence.
All right.
It has boosted my confidence.
Okay. On that one, what exactly have you learned about yourself through public speaking? I just hope maybe you have learned something about yourself through this public speaking thing.
Okay. In this world, you learn from people.
Yes.
Yeah. So in public speaking, that means you are interacting with a lot of people. Yeah. So you are presenting speeches in different occasions.
Yeah.
So in the process of interacting with different people, you also learn some of the new things that you were not aware of.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what are some of the ways that you continuously improve in your speaking skills?
I think communication skills.
Communication skills.
Yeah, communication skills. Okay. Because to communicate effectively, yes, to communicate effectively.
Yeah, you have to get those public communication skills.
Exactly.
Okay, so what advice would you give to someone who wants to start public speaking but doesn't know where to begin?
I think you have to be a public speaker. Yeah, it's a thing that comes from your surroundings. Yes, it can't just come from yourself. First thing, people have to see that public speaking in you. Yes. So if people are telling you that, Zigom, I think you can be a good public speaker. Yes. And when as you are speaking, everyone is able to listen to you. That ability to attract people to listen to you. Yeah. So I think according to my experience, as I have said already, that it started from people telling you you can be a public speaker, you can do this, Okay. So if that is coming from people, and then you have to have the passion. Okay. What's your opinion on this? How is it important to have a mentor or to have someone that you admire on public speaking? How is it important to someone who just want to become a public speaker? How is it important? It is very, 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 very much important. Okay. And to have a mentor when you are doing your thing, because if you don't have a mentor, that means you just do your things unorganized. Yes. So if you have a mentor, it helps you to do your things organized and to follow that person. Yeah. And if the opportunity is there to meet that particular person, it can help also to learn some of the new things. Okay. Yes. Okay. On that one, you have said someone who wants to be a public speaker. Exactly. We have told him the strategies he can use. Okay. So what are common mistakes do the new public speakers make, and also how can they avoid it? Like maybe they do something that public speakers can should not be doing. What are kind of those mistakes? I think sometimes the public speaker will say things that are contrary to what is supposed to be said at that particular time. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's because of the pressure that is coming from the audience, or maybe you have to think in front of the audience. Yes, it's very traumatizing for everybody. Yes, exactly. It's very difficult. Yeah. So I think, and if you asked about the vibe, if the audience is not speaking with the vibe, you become more tense, you become more nervous. So as a result, you end up saying things that are that are out of topic. Yes, exactly. So how do you strike a balance between preparing great content and delivering it in an engaging way? Like maybe you have a serious topic that will require a serious kind of mood. Okay, yes. But you also still you want to engage the audience to be listening to you, like to be more interacting to you. Okay. So how do you balance those things? It's a very difficult question. I'll try to answer it. Okay. I think here you have to research. Yeah. As I have said before, preparing your speech, you have to consider the audience that you are going to be presenting your speech to,
Yeah,
and then researching the audience. You have said this, you have said it, now you are presenting a speech that is supposed to be more formal.
More formal, yes. But still, you have to engage the people.
To engage the people.
Yeah.
Now, I think having some sort of questions with them will help you to interact with the people. Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes we heard a lot of public speakers that you have to be using maybe body languages to say your things so that the audience will understand you better. So what role does body language exactly play in delivering speech?
Okay, body language is so crucial in public speaking.
Okay.
When you are delivering speech.
Okay.
I think, but there are some people that are bored with body language.
Yeah.
You can do body language excessively.
Yeah.
And that will make your speech bored.
Bored, yes.
Boring,
exactly.
Yeah. So I think body language is also important because you maintain that attention that the audience has. You maintain the audience, the attention that the audience have. Maybe you are communicating with the audience, and not you are not directing facing at them.
Yeah.
Obviously, the audience will be bored. The person is presenting to us, and now he or she is not looking direct to us.
Yes, exactly.
So,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. So okay. Sometimes maybe I heard a lot of people like if you want to boost your confidence or you want to boost your public speaking skills, you have to stand in front of mirrors and talking to yourself like the one in the mirror will be like the one guiding you that you're doing nonsense on this. You have to maintain that. Have you ever done that?
Yes, of course. Several times, multiple times. And that's what I usually do whenever I want to present.
So it's very much important to be like standing on the mirror, in front of the mirror, so that the mirror should be like your audience.
Audience.
Okay. So how do you go about securing speaking engagements?
Okay, I think securing speaking engagements starts from your managers.
Okay.
If you are good enough at public speaking, if you are good enough at presenting some of the speeches, I think you market yourself.
You market yourself.
Yeah, you market yourself.
All right.
Yes.
So
and also having some connections. Associating yourself with people that are more productive. With people that you know that can help in your career.
Okay. So I want to ask you this: what has been your most memorable speaking experience up to date today?
Okay, I think my memorable speaking experience was the first public speaking.
The first one.
The first one.
Okay. In the primary school. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a long-term goals on your public speaking career?
Exactly.
Okay.
I have right now. I think it's just a coincidence that this topic, this interview, this interview has come in a time whereby I am planning to focus much on this career.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm planning to maybe to acquire some of the skills.
Some skills. Yes.
Some skills that some additional skills that can make myself be a good public speaker.
Okay.
And also getting some of the papers, maybe pursuing a course on public speaking. Yes. And also getting booked in some of the events that are happening out there. Yeah. So I think I sat down and think about this public speaking career. Okay. So I want to take it not as a pleasure, but I want to take it as a career. As a career. Yeah. So I have a goal to achieve. To achieve. Yes.
Okay. So I want to ask you this. I also maybe you have explained a bit on this one, but I want you to clarify on this one. Yeah. What is the most rewarding part of being a public speaker to you?
Okay.
Yeah.
The most rewarding part
of being a public speaker for you,
I think confidence.
Confidence.
Because you can't be successful if you are not confident now.
Okay.
If you are confident in whatever you are doing, you achieve it.
Okay.
But if you are not confident, that means you'll be you be discouraged by some of the comments that people are giving you. Remember, I said you can, whenever you are doing some of the productive things, criticisms are always there.
Okay.
So if people are there are criticizing on whatever you are doing, and then you don't have confidence, you will keep quiet. But if you have confidence, whatever people are talking about, you take it as motivation and you'll be more successful. So the most rewarding part of public speaking, I think, is confidence. Exactly.
So, do you believe that? Okay, I'll ask you this. Do you believe that public speaking can change the world?
It can. It can.
It can change the world.
Okay. Communication is so important in our everyday life. Everyone wants to have information. Everyone wants to gain new knowledge.
Okay.
So public speaking, it has got very. It is more impactful.
I want you to clarify on how the public speaking can change, in your opinion, on how the public speaking can change the world.
Okay, I will start by giving you an example of my mentor, who inspired me, the Professor Patrice Lumumba from Kenya.
From Kenya,
So he attends several occasions. The important one, the significant one, occasions. So whenever a public speaker is presenting speech to the audience, obviously, if the public speaking is more effective, the audience will grasp something. You grasp, So it is, as I've said, I'm more passionate about politics. So politics is what determines everything in countries.
In a country, yes.
Exactly. So for a country to develop, it needs politics. So if you are presenting your speech about politics on how things can be run in a better way in a country, that means it can help in the development of the country. So in that way, public speaking can help
to change the world. Okay.
And also public speaking can also bring that globalization, making the whole world as one village. Yes.
All right. So okay, we have reached the last part of the podcast. So of this episode. So I want you to just anyway to our audience out there, or maybe anything you want to tell the audience about this topic that we are doing, and anything you have any way to tell the people.
I think people have to realize that public speaking is so crucial.
Okay.
Is so important.
Okay.
For personal development. As well as country development. And the world development. As you have said, public speaking has got the power of changing the world. It has got the power of changing the person. It has also the power of changing the societies that we live in. So people have to realize that never underrate public speaking.
Public speaking.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also they have to take it as a career. Yes. Because out there people just see public speaking as a pressure. But they have to see it as a career.
As a career. Exactly.
So that's what I can say. And encourage those people that are planning to be public speaker, that they should have the passion.
They have the passion. They have to push it. They have to focus.
They have to push.
Okay.
Never get discouraged. But just have focus. Just have vision that I want to become a good public speaker. And everything.
All right. So I like your responses on this podcast. So I really appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy person. When you're a busy person, the management manage the school.
Exactly.
Okay. So I really appreciate for your time. Just to engage yourself in this podcast. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.